welcome to my YouTube channel. Thank you so much for watching, and I love you guys. If you are new here, thank you so much for watching. Please don't forget to subscribe. If you are a returning subscriber, thank you so much for watching, and please don't forget to like, share, and comment. Guys, today I want us to talk about budgeting tips and financial mistakes that you need to avoid, especially when you're starting a new job. Okay, guys, so the first thing that you need to do is to create a budget right away. You need to create a budget right away. Okay, so a budget helps you to track income and expenses. It helps you to check how much you got into your account and how much you spent. Okay, guys, so if you want, you can always use the budgeting apps. If you don't know what to use, you can always write down your income and your expenses and what you're gonna spend on and how much you're gonna spend on that. Okay, guys, so I think that is the very first important thing that you need to do. Always create a budget right away. And another thing that most of us don't like is saving. You guys need to prioritize savings. Ensure that your savings are always the first on your list. At least save 20% of your salary. I know it's not easy, but let's try to do that, guys, because this will always help us in case we lose our jobs or in case of anything. You know, this life is so unpredictable, but let's keep on saving 20% of our salaries. It's not easy, it's really tight, but let's try. We can do it. We can do it. Okay, guys? So aim to save at least 20% of your salary. If you can't, okay, 10%, then it's okay. 10% is fine. Just put it on the side, create its own account, or you can use a piggy bank, right? So let's do that, guys. So if you're someone who wants to save with any bank, ensure that you choose a bank that has a high interest rate for your savings account, okay, so that you can enjoy the benefits of saving. Okay, and then the next thing that you need to do is to plan for your first paycheck. Remember, we are doing budgeting tips for someone who is starting a new job, right? You need to plan for your first paycheck. Be mindful of your spendings after the excitement of getting a salary. Okay, ensure that you don't start with not really personal things, but let's say going out and stuff, blah blah blah. You need to start with important things, like for example, if you want to move to a new place, you have to pay rent, so ensure that you budget for that. If you're someone with no furniture, you need to also budget for that. So you need to plan for your first paycheck, guys, okay? And allocate funds for essentials first. You need to start with what is important, okay? So it's okay to spoil yourself, but ensure that you start with what you think it's really important. From my own point of view, I think rent is important if you're someone who is moving to a new place. If you don't have a bed, you need to buy that. If you don't have a refrigerator, you need to buy that. There are so many things that you can plan for, but ensure that you plan for your first paycheck. And then the next thing that I want us to look at is to automate your bills and your savings. If you have stop orders, automate that. But I think most of them are automated. If you have like maybe rent, you can automate that as well. Let's say you pay to a certain account, you can automate that. I'm not sure if it's easy or not. And also automate your savings. So let's say you're saving 20% of your salary. Ensure that on the very payday, you automate your savings. Okay, so that once you start spending on yourself, going out, you already know that I've done the most important things: essential expenses and savings. Okay, guys, if you start this from the word go, you'll know that it's now a routine. And seeing your savings growing, it motivates you to keep on doing it. Okay, guys, so starting from the word go is the most important thing. And then another thing, guys, that I think is very important is to set short and long-term goals separately. If you have something that you want to buy in December, ensure that you have its own account. If you have something that you want to buy after 5 years, ensure that you have its own account. Don't combine those savings, okay? Because it might demotivate you when you want to withdraw the money for your short-term goals, okay? And like for example, if you want to save for retirement or home or travel in the future, that's a long-term goal. So you need to open its own account. If you want to pay off debt, that's a short-term goal. You can maybe allocate a certain percentage of your salary to paying debt, okay? And then let's move on to things that you need to avoid. Ensure that you resist the urge to upgrade your lifestyle immediately after getting your first paycheck. Like, try to live within your means, okay? So, like, for example, buying a new car, upgrading your apartment, expensive gadgets. First, build your emergency fund or your financial goals, okay? Maintain your pre-job spending habits as long as possible. If let's say now your salary is more than what you were getting before, try to increase your savings, okay? And then try to avoid unnecessary debts like clothing accounts. I know they are really helpful for your credit score, but I really think we need to avoid that, guys, because they create unnecessary debts. And also, let's avoid loan sharks. I know we really love them, and we need to avoid that. And also, um, we need to also start contributing to a retirement plan as soon as possible. Maybe you can even put 1% of your salary into your retirement savings plan so that maybe one day when you're 65 or you decide to retire at the age of 30, that's also a good thing. You can always plan for that as soon as possible. And also, do not skip emergency fund, okay? Do not skip like putting money into your emergency fund. Aim for 3 to 6 months worth of living so that you know that if today your employer says it's the end of the road, you know that you have money to take care of you in case of this emergency, okay? And emergency funds helps you to avoid financial stress in case of any unexpected situation, okay, guys? And then ensure that you also track your expenses because you end up spending more on things that you don't need. You need to avoid spending on things that you don't need, especially like maybe buying a lot of food that you know that you won't maybe cook or eat. Let's avoid that. Now, guys, we need to be mindful of what we do, okay? So, guys, it's high time we build those emergency funds. It's high time we become financially independent. And we need to have the financial freedom, okay? So let's start working on our financials, and you guys need to ensure that you put your savings, you prioritize your savings, ensure that you automate your savings. Okay, guys, let's do that. Let's try that and see if it's gonna work. Try to save 20% of your salary. It's gonna work. Let's do it. Let's do it. We can do it, guys. I know you. Thank you so much for watching my video. Please don't forget to like, comment, and share. If you are new, please don't forget to subscribe. Thank you so much, guys. Goodbye.